Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is our daily analytical report. And let me show you what is going on the markets, and let's try to look for decent trading occasions. There are a few. So let's start, and we start with the GDP data from the UK, which came worse than expectations, and this data brought us a weakness in the British pound. And apart from that, not much is happening from the fundamental point of view. The calendar is empty. We just have one data left, producer price index in 3.5 hours. On the first, they will have more attractions. As you can see, Bank of England Governor Mark Carney will have his speech, and we'll have ECB monetary policy meeting accounts, but the real star on Thursday will be CPI, inflation, consumer inflation from US. And we're expecting this number to go up from 2.2 in the previous month to 2.3. With that being said, let's move to the charts, because on the charts we do have interesting things going on, especially on euro dollar. Euro dollar was in a descending triangle pattern. As you can see, the price was making lower highs and was having a horizontal support here. This horizontal support was defended at the very beginning, at the very morning of the European session yesterday, but eventually we got a breakout. This breakout was false though, because the price did not defend this blue line as a resistance but came back above. That comeback is a strong buy signal, but the price stopped. Why? Well, first, before we will deal with the orange line, let me explain you what is going on here. What's that line? That's a previous line from the descending triangle pattern, also midterm the dynamic resistance, and this line got broken and we went to this horizontal resistance. This horizontal resistance is important because it was a support since May. Also, if we will make it like here, it will be a wide area, which was the neckline of this head and shoulder formation. So it is still relevant. 1.1510 is an important level for euro dollar, and we bounce from this level, but we are still above this midterm downtrend line. And now, if we will have a bounce here and a breakout of the orange area, what will we get? A left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. So inverse head and shoulder formation, strengthened by the fact that we do have a false breakout here. So a price closing a day above the orange area will be, in my opinion, a very strong buy signal for euro dollar. As long as we stay below the orange area, we do not have a buy signal. Now American dollar to Canadian dollar. That's an interesting one, because on a daily chart what we got here are two shooting stars. First one and the second one. And those shooting stars should result with a downswing, especially that those shooting stars are two of them in a row on a daily chart. But there is one thing here which is not in line with the sell signal, which is the fact that those two shooting stars are not on a horizontal resistance or dynamic resistance. We do not have any resistance here. Well, okay, you may say this is a resistance, but I don't find it like relevant, to be honest with you. In my opinion, this one would be much better, or any horizontal one. And the fact that we do not have a resistance here um, decreases the strength of this pattern. We do have this horizontal support, which is a neckline for the double top formation, which got broken today, which actually denies those two shooting stars. So you see, that's why I don't believe this resistance, because the price is not respecting this formation today and the price is aiming higher. Traders can think about selling when we will break today's lows, when we will go, when the price will close below today's lows. As for now, even despite the fact that we do have two shooting stars in a row on a daily chart, I don't see a big chance for a further drop. Third instrument, which I showed you on a Trading Sniper video, which I published before, is Bitcoin. Whole crypto market is going, well, most of the vast majority of the instruments on the crypto market are going down today. And it was expected, especially on Bitcoin, because the price on Bitcoin bounced from the long-term downtrend line and also at the same time as the long-term resistance of the descending triangle pattern. So what happened is we bounced from the horizontal support, then we bounced from this resistance, we went lower, then another flag bounce, we're going lower. So this is a sell signal, but not yet. This is a sell signal when the price will get there, because that would mean a breakout of the lower line of the flag, and that would open us the way towards the horizontal resistance here around $5,900. $5,900 is an ultimate horizontal support for Bitcoin, which is with us since 2017. Here, 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 here. So price getting there, strong sell. Price breaking the lower line of the flag, strong sell. What will happen here? We will see. But the breakout of the yellow line, that can be really, really bad for Bitcoin and can drive the price here to $3,000. S&P 500, which is struggling with this V-shaped reversal. I told you that as long as we are above the blue area, we should have a buy signal. Well, that's what the technical analysis is telling me. We are above the major uptrend line and above the horizontal support, so technical analysis is pretty clear with this. We should get a further upswing as long as we stay above. Breakout of the blue line will bring us a sell signal, but as for now, we do have bigger chances for the further rise. Gold. Gold, on the other hand, is wasting buying opportunities, wasting bullish opportunity, which was created by the contact with this lower line of the triangle. So after this lower line of the triangle, we should see a bounce and we should see the price aiming the upper line of the triangle and this horizontal resistance. We are not seeing anything like that, which creates an opportunity for a breakout. Dynamic support is fine, but I would look also on this horizontal one. So not only the breakout of this lower line of the triangle should give us a sell signal, but in addition to that, I would say that breakout of this orange support. So don't go short here, wait here, in my opinion. Now I'm gonna show you the cable because we have reaction on the data. Cable is going down. I can remove those Fibos because they are no longer relevant. So what we have here, cable lost a bit of the technical touch in my opinion. So we had this a channel up, breakout, correction, breakout, correction, breakout, correction, breakout, and now we are having like another channel up formation, which can result with a breakout of the lower line, but does not have to. I don't see any clear sign here. You may say that yes, the price is in a channel up formation, so we should see an upswing, right? But it would be better to buy the bounce from the lower line of this channel up formation, not in the middle, because the price can go here and then drop and then go up. So the thing is that as long as we stay above the channel, as long as we stay inside of the channel up formation, the upswing is more probable, but I wouldn't take that for granted. WTI oil is our next instrument, and after the bounce from this horizontal support with this hammer, we do see bigger chances for a further upswing. So upswing, correction, upswing. We should see the further rise here. Now Australian dollar to the American dollar. And what we are having here is a correction which started at the very beginning of the week. Actually, yes. That was more or less expected. I closed my position. I had a short position. I was expecting that. The price is in a deep downtrend. Every time it touches this downtrend line, we do have a correction, a drop, and then correction, drop, and most probably a correction, right? The thing is that that is an inverse head and shoulder pattern. So we had a breakout, and the upswing could be really stronger, but the price is going down again. I don't have a clear signal here. The situation was clear here. We had a beautiful sell signal. Now it does not look so good. It looks bearish, obviously, but I need something more than this. For me, this bounce is not from a resistance. So that's my main concern, that I would love to see the price bouncing from the resistance, like for example this one. And I would love to see the bounce with a shooting star or a head and shoulder pattern, but actually shooting star is here right now. Obviously we are in the middle of the European session, so everything can change, because we have a second part of the European session and American session left. So everything can change, but as for now it looks bearish, but not bearish enough for me to open short position. I think that will be a good summary. Now Canadian dollar to Japanese yen, which stopped on a horizontal support. That stop does not look like a bounce though. That stop looks like just a pause, and that they will try to break the support, which should bring us to my support, which is created by the correction equality pattern. And if we would forget about this stop actually and consider only those lows and even go lower, that would be even better. So if we would adjust the recent price movements, the line to the recent price movements, we would get something like this. Because that's the top, that's the bottom, that's the bottom. And that would go in line with my correction equality pattern. Oh, and in addition to that, here. You see support, resistance, resistance. Lower line of the rectangle, upper line of the rectangle. Lower line of the rectangle, lower line, lower line. So that would be beautiful. So a drop here, test, and an upswing. And I'm gonna keep this on the chart because it looks promising. DAX. On the DAX, what we are having, that's dollar index, I'm sorry, not the DAX, obviously. So this resistance is no longer relevant. This one is. As for the support, this is a support. So we're in a rectangle. Price being above the red area is a buy signal. Price breaking the blue area will be a buy signal. Price breaking the red area will be a sell signal towards those lows. But the long-term sentiment for the dollar index remains positive. Australian dollar to Swiss franc, that's the beauty of the price action. I was telling you a few days ago that we have a strong sell signal, but then the price reversed and we are below the resistance. We are bouncing from the resistance and many traders were thinking about going short there. Well, because that was a bounce from the resistance, right? But I told you that the style, how the price is doing that, is not really good. Because I did not see a bearish potential there. And that was a great call because the price eventually broke that resistance and went higher. Now we are testing that line as a closest support, but the sell signal is no longer here. We can delete that and a new pattern will emerge. I hope you already see this. Left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Price should be aiming this line. But they have this support left. So this is still a thing. This support is still a thing, and as long as we stay above, as long as we stay above, we do not have a proper sell signal. Even price getting below will not give us a proper sell signal because the proper sell signal will be triggered here. And when we will get a buy signal, when the price will break this line. Because that would mean that this line got defended and we are going up. Silver is also fighting on this dynamic support. Also, I mean, like gold. Silver is also here. Silver is also below the horizontal resistance. That it does not look good. So uptrend line, yeah, it's nice. But I'm gonna actually use this pattern, this rectangle, to draw a rectangle here. So we are in a rectangle, price getting outside, price breaking to the downside, sell, price breaking to the upside, and actually this yellow area too, that's a buy. American dollar to Japanese yen, that is interesting. That is a nice setup because the price created a head and shoulder pattern, broke the uptrend line, broke the horizontal support. Another one created a flag, went lower. Beautiful. And went lower, the flag was also, the wedge was also left shoulder, head and right shoulder. But all that setup is being denied right now, which can show us a bullish strength. And actually we need to consider this. So as for now, everything was looking bearish. But look at this. This is a wedge. Upswing, wedge, upswing. Right? Also, let's check the Fibos. 38.2. Classic, right? Classic. Absolutely. Bounce from the 38.2. The proper one and only buy signal will be triggered here. The price will come back above 23.6. Because we have still one resistance left here. We have three resistances. Downtrend line, upper line of the wedge, horizontal resistance here, horizontal resistance here. That setup looks sweet, but in the future. Euro to British pound, despite the worst data from UK, here the daily candle is still bearish. Why? Because we broke two important supports. First one is a horizontal one, second one is a dynamic one, and this is a head and shoulder pattern. I think that sorts out everything. So we broke the horizontal support, we broke the dynamic support, and the price is going lower. Boom. That is a nice sell in the long term, because in the midterm or short term we may be experiencing a small upswing, but the long-term sentiment is negative, and this sentiment will remain negative as long as we stay below the blue area, which is pretty irregular, but it was a resistance here and a support here. It's a wide area, unfortunately. New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc. We should see some similarities here, but I think it's no longer a thing. The price is creating flag bounce from the horizontal resistance. This should result with a drop, especially that we are after the wedge and we are in a deep downtrend. I deleted this line. Okay, so we are in a downtrend. We are having this kind of a pattern, and also this horizontal support will be crucial, because that would create left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. So we are getting back to here, left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. Pretty similar, right? So the thing is that I would go for a short position here with a tight stop loss above the yellow area, because it can result with a nice drop. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar, next instrument. That is a beauty. So breakout from the sideways trend, breakout of the downtrend lines. We use them as a support, and the price is aiming higher. That is a nice one. That is a buy signal. Swiss franc to Japanese yen, bounce from the horizontal resistance, 3 bearish weeks in a row. Whoa, that's interesting. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bearish days in a row. Now we are fighting for a small correction, but the overall sentiment is negative. That is a nice one. Strong trend, right? Euro to Swiss franc. What do we have on Euro to Swiss franc? We do have a bounce from the horizontal resistance, but in the same time, look at this. This is similar situation. So horizontal resistance, inverse head and shoulder, second test, and a breakout. Look. Where is this? Head and shoulder, breakout of the horizontal support, test as an inverse head and shoulder. So with this, what we should see, a bounce and a breakout. That looks more like a comeback, but as long as we stay below the blue area, there is no sell signal. There is this flag. Breakout of the blue area, buy signal. Breakout of the lower green area, sell signal. I would trade this like this. And last but not least, British pound to Japanese yen, which yesterday defended, escaped from the edge of the knife. This horizontal support, no. This horizontal support is a no for me. This dynamic support is more of a thing, almost horizontal. So now we're gonna attack the upper line of this formation, so the horizontal resistance. But I'm gonna keep this position, this chart open, because we should soon get a trading signal. So we have a resistance here, support here, 200 pips range, but we should eventually see the breakout and a nice price movement. So a short recap. Euro dollar. They have a nice occasion to go long, but they are not using it. The price breaking the blue area again, sell. The price breaking orange area, buy. American dollar to Canadian dollar, price breaking the black line, buy. Price breaking the orange line, sell. Bitcoin, price breaking the lower line of the flag, will be a sell towards 5,900. S&P 500 still buy. Gold, price breaking the orange area, sell. Cable, price breaking the yellow area, sell. Oil, price bouncing from the still buy. Australian dollar to American dollar, price breaking this orange support, sell. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, price should get there, and price creating an reversal pattern, bullish reversal pattern here will be a buy signal. Dollar index, price breaking the blue area, buy. Price breaking the red area, short-term sell. Australian dollar to Swiss franc, price is breaking the upper line, sell. Buy. Price breaking the red line, sell, and price breaking the lower green line, ultimate sell. Silver, price breaking to the downside from the rectangle, sell. Price breaking the yellow area, buy. American dollar to Japanese yen, price breaking the second horizontal resistance here, buy. Euro to British pound, short-term buy, long-term sell, I would say. New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc, breaking the lower line of the line, sell. Breaking the red line, a super strong sell. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar, buy. Swiss franc to Japanese yen, no signal. Euro to Swiss franc, price breaking the blue area, buy. Price breaking the lower green line, sell. And British pound to Japanese yen, price breaking the upper blue line, buy. Price breaking the lower green line, sell. So guys, this is the daily analytical report. I hope you enjoyed this webinar. Many trading occasions. Unfortunately, for most of them we have to wait. But patience is a virtue of a trader, as they say, so keep that in mind and do not rush for trading. Trading occasions will come to you. So, thanks very much. Have a good day. Now, half an hour break, and after that, a webinar about fundamental analysis. I hope you will all attend this webinar. Thank you and see you soon. And remember, in the meantime, visit our Twitter account and our website, alpori.news.